All right, we all know things like candy, cookies, and chips are considered junk food and not good for you in large quantities, but our next guest here says there are even secret junk foods lurking in your cabinet refrigerator in this country. Here to tell us about that is nutritionist Robert Redfern with some surprising information. Robert, thanks for coming in.
It's my great pleasure, thank you.
From all the way across the pond in England.
From England, yes.
Bringing your studies about what's healthy here. You know, we all consume junk food from one time or another. But you say, really, in today's society, we're being tricked into thinking certain foods are healthy and they're really not. Give us a couple of examples.
Well, it's in the food industries. These are easy to grow. Grains and cereals, easy to grow. Those are difficult to grow. You have to bring in a whole bunch of people to pick them, actually.
Right.
So that's why they want to push these. But the studies, not done in the UK, they were actually done in the USA, show that these are inflammatory foods. Now, we're looking at whole grain bread there. Everybody thinks it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful. It tastes wonderful.
Yeah, well, we've been told to stay away from white bread and that whole grain breads and whole grain pastas are the key and that is healthy for you.
But it's still inflammatory because that's the cause. There's an extra thing with whole grain bread. It actually blocks the uptake of calcium because of one of its ingredients. So.
Okay. I guess a lot of people would say, okay, I'm not really sure about how inflammation causes disease and what is it in these foods that then cause inflammation?
Well, the inflammation... Everybody, I mean, I don't think there's a scientist in the world now that doesn't agree that inflammation is the prime cause of everything. Alzheimer's, heart disease, lung disease, inflammatory bowel disease, joint disease, everything has got inflammation as one of the major factors, if not the factor, one of the major factors. And in starchy carbohydrates, you have sugar. Don't care what anybody says, whether it's a slow-release sugar, it's still sugar. The body wasn't programmed to take this much sugar.
To process that much sugar.
It just cannot take it, and that causes something called glycation of proteins and causes inflammation in the body. It's also got fungus in it. You don't realise this, but all these things have got fungus in it, which also irritate the body. And there are certain proteins in here called gluten proteins, which irritate the body. So there's a whole bunch of things, actually.
So let's talk about, you've kind of redesigned what you think an appropriate food pyramid is, and what would that be, and what does it include as we look at, obviously, the healthier choices over here?
Well, obviously I've not got the, at the very top in a small amount is naturally reared fish and meat. Because naturally reared fish and meat well, actually, it's just nice to have, actually. I like a piece of tuna so, at the moment. So right at the top. Then you've got the fats. You need oils, good healthy oils, lots of them. And this low-fat diet is just, well, it's crazy because they even name fats essential fatty acids.
So you get those in things like avocados?
This is one of the best foods on the planet, avocado. It's got all the fats. It's got huge amounts of vitamins, minerals. It's just one of the best foods on the planet. And for those who don't know, it's actually a fruit. That's why it's with the fruit section there.
Right. Vegetables as well.
Vegetables, that should be the bulk of what we eat. Green vegetables, that's at the bottom of the pyramid, and we really need to get those. Nuts and seeds and beans, and that's it, really.
I think the FDA said years ago, as part of 6 to 8 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Is that still the standard? Because I hear people say, no, you need more than 6 to 8 servings.
Well, they've just upped that to 8 now, but mine is 16. I say 16.
Wow.
And it's possible, I have vegetable soup as one of my meals every day. I have a big stir fry, and
so
for breakfast I actually have avocados and cucumber and
quickly talk about the enzyme that you talk about in some of your studies that we need to get into our diet that you're not getting with fast food.
That's the big deal about this. These foods are enzymatically dead. When we're born, our mother gives us a big inheritance of enzymes in our body, and those enzymes are to keep us healthy. But what we're doing is using it to digest food. We're eating enzymatically dead food that's been microwaved.
So we're not replenishing the body with enzymes then that we should be getting
all here. Those have got the enzymes, the Creator gave us enzymes within the food to actually digest it and to replenish our system, but we're literally becoming enzyme deficient.
Let me get to one more question that more people are asking about, because we're almost out of time here, and that's liquid intake. And a lot of people are talking about how much water you need to consume daily as part of a proper nutritional diet. How much water should you drink, and when should you be drinking it?
It depends. If you're going to eat that type of food with no water in it, then you need to be drinking about 6 glasses a day away from food. But if you're eating this, which already consists of 80% water, and you're going to be eating, sort of 10 to 16 portions a day, then you just need a few glasses a day to keep you going, actually. all this about enzymes, I actually mentioned, I've got a book out which you know about, the Miracle Enzyme, and all this is on my website, themiracleenzyme.com. People can download all sorts of resources and find out about this.
Okay.
And you know, that's really what we need to do. We need to get people not making huge changes. I mean, it's taken me a few years to get into that, and that's all that. But just do something step by step.
To cut some more of these out that we even think are being told that we're healthy.
And you'll be doing President Obama a favour because that's real healthcare, and that's not healthcare.
Robert, we got to leave it there. I do appreciate your time, Robert Redfern, and if you'd like more information about his Garden of Eden food pyramid, you can go to his website. Just go to king5.com, click on news links, and we'll take you to his information. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate that a bunch.
Thank you.
Joyce?